Hi, this is Kim from Made by Mommy, and today I'm going to teach you how to make a box troll. There'll be a separate video showing how to make the box. To make the troll, you will need 111 rubber bands for the main color of your troll's body. I'm using Rainbow Loom brand gray, but you may want to use a shade of green or blue. You'll also need 8 rubber bands in a darker color, and you'll need 2 eyes. The eyes that I'm going to use are the beads you see here. I got mine at Michael's. They came in a package like this. Otherwise, you could use pony beads or even just rubber bands wrapped around. So to begin, take a single rubber band in the main body color on the center row where the arrow is going forward. Then 2 rubber bands at a time from the center to the side and the center to the other side. Then 2 more going down each row. And then we're going to switch to black for the next 3. So that's 2 black here, 2 black here, and 2 black over here as well. Switching back to your main body color, 2 going straight, and before beginning the next row, we want to place a single black rubber band wrapped around this peg twice. That will be the mouth later. And then we can complete the bottom of the face, taking 2 rubber bands from the side to the center peg. From the center peg here, straight, and 2 more from the other side of the face to the center. And we're going to add a single gray rubber band wrapped around this peg 3 times to define the bottom of your troll's chin. And then we can work our way down the neck. 2 rubber bands at a time for the next 3 positions. And then so that we can use our loom as much as possible and not have to do too much work off the loom, I'm going to build the arms. Take your 2 rubber bands off to the side and then continue down with 2 at a time to the end of the loom. His hand is made of 3 segments. This is the first. We'll put the second on here and the third here. And then wrap a single band around each of these pegs 3 times for the tips of his fingers. Now to create his other arm, we're going to need these pegs again. So we'll need to use our hook now to loop those and get them out of the way. So beginning at each of his fingers, you're going to reach back into that cap band, catch the 2 rubber bands underneath, and bring them back to here, which will be his wrist. Once you have those fingers completed, you can come in the side to catch these 2 bands down at the bottom. And bring those forward. and work your way up the length of his arm. And you can continue all the way to where his shoulder comes into the center. And then we're ready to remove this arm. Keep your finger here to make sure that it doesn't come off the loom at the body because it's not attached yet there. So we can position that now off to the side for one of his arms and create the arm on the other side as the same mirror image. So 2 rubber bands to the side and then going down the whole length of the loom. And the last one will be fingers. And then you need to add 2 more off to the side and 2 more going up to complete the bottom. And we need a cap band around the end of each of those. And then we begin looping again. And once all of his fingers are complete, you can do the arm, reaching for these 2 bands that are all the way at the bottom. And continuing up. And then taking this arm off of the loom as well, remembering to hold on to it here so that it doesn't detach from the body. So now we continue on his legs. We had placed 2 here and 2 here already for his body, and his legs are going to go off to the side, forward, and we want these legs to be long, so we're just going to sneak into the center here to give it a little extra length so that we can be sure his legs stick out of the bottom of the box that we're going to make. So that was 2 for each of the positions, and for this last one, the bottom of his foot we want to appear to be a bit wider, so I'm going to use 3 rubber bands in that position. Like that, and then a single cap band wrapped around 3 times. And then the other leg. 2, and again just creating a little bit of extra length by going in diagonally and then back to the outside, continuing down the length of the leg with 2 rubber bands at a time until that very last position, and that last position we put 3 rubber bands on. And then a single band wrapped around 3 times. And now we want to put horizontal bands across the face. I'm putting a gray one around these 3 pegs, and a gray or whatever the main color you used is around these 3 pegs. And now for this one, this is where the eyes are going to go. The hole in the side of the beads that I'm using for the eyes is too small for the rubber band to fit in on its own. So I'm going to use this clear string that I have. You can use dental floss, you can use fishing line, anything that's sturdy enough to poke through. So taking that piece of string, I'm going to put my black rubber band on, bring the 2 points of the string together, and then put those through the little hole on the side of the bead. And repeat with the other bead as well. Once you have both beads on the string with the rubber band at the end, you can just tug those beads onto the rubber band. Make sure you don't pull too hard or it'll come right off the other side. And then the string can be removed. If you don't have beads like these and want to use rubber bands, pick what colors you want the eyes to be. I'm going to take 2 white rubber bands, one at a time, wrap them around my hook 3 times, and do again with the second. And then pull those bands onto the center of that black rubber band. And then these could be put on as my eyes the same way that the beads are. So once your eyes are ready, you're going to stretch both sides of that rubber band across the sides of the face. Separate out your 2 eyes, and then catch one of the rubber bands in between and stretch it over the peg in the center. You've got one more choice to make here on whether you want your troll to have ears like this one does or no ears like this one. If you'd like ears, take a single gray rubber band, wrap it around your hook 3 times, take 2 gray rubber bands, pull them straight, and push that tripled over band to the center. Bring the other side back onto your hook so it's shaped like that, and then slide another 2 rubber bands onto your hook. That would be one ear, and you'd repeat again for the other ear. A single rubber band wrapped around the hook 3 times. Take 2 rubber bands, pull them tight, put that tripled over band on the center, bring both sides onto your hook, 2 more rubber bands, and those are your 2 ears that you would place on the pegs directly underneath where the eyes are attached. Then we're ready to begin looping all of the bands for the troll, starting from the feet, just following that path of bands up. And the other side. Oops, I only caught 2 of the bands, no problem. I'll just go back now and get that 3rd one. And keep working up that path, 2 at a time. And in the center here, I caught 1, I'm going back for the other now. Right up the middle of the body, going all the way down to the bottom to catch the 2 rubber bands that are going forward on his neck. Stretch back the cap band that we put on top and catch the 2 rubber bands that go up to the right. Then the next 2 on the stack, which go forward, and the next 2, which go to the side. And now here we want to bring that mouth rubber band catch it underneath and bring it up and over the peg so that it's in the front. And then continue. That was the center, and now we can do the sides. And just one rubber band remains. Catch that, bring it around to the top. Bring both sides of that rubber band onto your hook and create a slip knot by pulling this side through the center of that side. Give it a gentle tug now. If you keep your finger in it, you'll have a much easier time securing it once you remove all of these rubber bands from the loom. And now the whole BoxTroll is ready to come off of the loom. And there he is. He just needs his box to go into. I'll be posting a link right here to the video showing you how to make a box for your BoxTroll out of a paper towel roll or a toilet paper roll. If you want to make your BoxTroll hang as a charm, you would leave this loop out. But if you want to hide it instead, simply turn him around, put your hook through some of the bands at the back of his head, catch that loop, and pull it straight down to hide it away. I look forward to looming with you again soon. Bye-bye!